Alright guys, we are back with some more MX versus ATV Legends. Today we have 2023 Thunder Valley, but the best part about this video is that we have weather conditions. We have rain, we have thunderstorms. I mean, you're kind of getting a preview of what you'll see here. This is crazy. Absolutely insane and so cool. So let's jump into it and check out 2023 Thunder Valley in the rain and a thunderstorm. Okay, so like usual, we're going to check out 2022 Thunder Valley because I want to show you the track comparison, but it really is less about the track comparison and mostly about the weather effects, right? That's the best part about the video, probably what you're most curious about, so just going to do this kind of quick, but the track itself is pretty much the same. One thing I did notice is that I'm hoping they go back and adjust on it. For example, 2023 Hangtown, there was a section on that track where it was like they came out of a corner and it was like a double maybe, and in the game it's just like a straightaway and then a step up double into a corner, a left-hand corner. So I'm hoping they go back and can change that to be more accurate eventually. I mean, they did that with 2022, but hopefully they do it with 2023 as well. But this track, I don't know exactly what the current layout is. You should go ask Dio. Maybe he knows better than we do because he rides at this track sometimes. But yeah, so the track itself is pretty much the same. They adjusted, I think. The main differences that I noticed on the track were mostly, for example, the finish line table. That feels like it has been extended a tiny bit in 2023. And then, I don't know what it would be called. It probably has a name, but I don't know what it's called. It's coming up here in a little bit. We jump back down into the bottom, and then we have kind of a double hip jump. This jump coming up feels a little bit different. Feels a little bit bigger in 2023, but that's pretty much it. All the free ride stuff for the most part feels about the same. I don't know if 2022 had this extra track. I don't think I show you, but there's like a tiny short track to the left of where we are from the start straight. But here we jump over to 2023. So again, the track is mostly the same, but whoa, it is muddy, right? So really cool. And then the rain is on a cycle, so it's kind of dynamic. It is just muddy the way it is right now, but then it starts to rain a bit and then we get like full thunderstorm, right? So the reason it's really quiet and I know you can't really hear the game is because the only complaint that I have, and it really isn't a complaint, but the sound effects for when it starts to really thunderstorm, which you're going to see here in a little bit, are very loud, right? They're very loud and they overpower everything else in the game. And that's okay. I'm okay with it being loud, but you really can't hear the bike whatsoever, and I just had to turn it down because it was kind of ear-shattering, right? It was actually ear-shattering. So if they could tone down the sound effects just a little bit on when it's actually like full storming, that would be great. But here we can see the rain is starting to come in. So it was muddy, the rain's starting to come in, and then we switch to thunderstorm. We're riding around in lightning. It's like a freaking hurricane. It's like a freaking hurricane out here. Really cool. Now, the mud, the effects are really cool, but it doesn't, and I'm okay with it, it doesn't feel that muddy, right? It doesn't, it's not like you can't do most of the stuff you normally would do if it was dry. So I mean, I don't know if they plan on changing that or not, but I'm okay with it because it's mostly just a visual thing, right? So it's still fun, but you can see some of these jumps feel a little bit different, but this is so cool. You know what came to my mind when I was getting this footage and doing this video? We did play Dakar earlier this year, 2022 or 2023, not this year, last year, and this kind of reminds me of that. I remember when I was doing one of those races and it was just like really bad storming. It was really cool. It was actually really cool, and this reminds me a lot of that. I mean, we've seen weather effects in other games. I mean, Milestone, for example, has rain and the track feels muddy, and they they maybe got that better, but MX vs. ATV Rainbow Studios definitely got this down good. This is way better than I was expecting. I know they showed previews and stuff, but I did not expect them. I thought maybe they would just give us rain, you know, some rain, some mud. I did not expect them to give us this full thunderstorm, lightning, thundering sound effects. I mean, the effects were done so good. I just cannot say enough good things about this. This is awesome. Now, the weather effects here, the rain effects, the thunderstorm effects are only for Thunder Valley 2023 right now. It is when you go to select the terrain deformation, the time of day, it would be in time of day. So you can select rain, I believe is what it's called, and then it just cycles through no rain, light rain, and then heavy thunderstorm. So that's kind of how the weather works, but it is only for 2023 right now. I'm hoping, I know the plan, I think, is to get it to all the replicas, but it would be cool to have this in, or for every track. It'd be cool to have it for the Supercross stadiums that are open. I think most of them are. It would be cool to have this rain effect on every track. I don't know if that's going to happen. It probably won't, but it would be really cool to see it, right? It would also be kind of cool to have the ability to have just the muddy look, or to turn on just the light rain, or to turn on the full thunderstorm effects, right? It'd be cool if we could choose that instead of having, or have it cycle the way it is now. But it'd be cool if, you know, I kind of, the part that I enjoyed the most was the full thunderstorm, riding in the full thunderstorm. That was the best part for me. So it would have been cool if I could choose that, to have that setting on all the time. And then here we switch over to some drone cam footage because I thought it was cool. We actually got part of a decent lap in here, and you can see the rain effects. I was just trying to show you the rain effects, the thunderstorm effects the best I could. But at the very end, I do have some first-person gameplay for you, and I'm not going to talk over it because I want you to be able to hear it. I know I turned the sounds, the audio down really, really quiet because, like I said, it was just so loud. But excuse me, at the very end, you're going to see some raw first-person gameplay where you can really get the feel for what it's like to play this. Because by the time you see this video, it should be out to you the next day. I believe on Thursday is when they're releasing this stuff. So you should have it pretty soon, but you can kind of get an early preview of what to expect. So yeah, at the very end, if you made it to this point, you were like, man, I wish I could have heard it better. You were talking over it, or you turned it down too quiet. It's at the very end. I have some first-person, totally immersive gameplay to show you, and it's awesome. So let me know in the comments what you guys think about this. I think they did a great job. I have only one complaint, and that's that I wish they could turn the sound down a tiny bit on the thunderstorm, just so it wasn't so loud. If I don't hear the bike, it's fine, but I wish I could turn it down a bit. But you guys and girls are absolutely amazing. Thank you so much for the support on the channel lately. It really does mean a lot. And until the next video, take it easy.